everybody, Miss Kathy here from the Merrimack Public Library. It is February 2021 and we are 1 week away from the landing of our newest Mars rover. So in celebration, episode 2 of Budding Builders is all about Mars, and specifically about the rovers that have been sent to Mars by NASA. So let's jump right in. So this is what Mars looks like. And you can see some of the dirt has a reddish hue. And if you look at close-up pictures that the rovers have sent, a lot of the dirt looks like really red clay. So that has earned Mars the nickname the Red Planet. And Mars is next to the Earth. So we have the sun and then all of our planets. And Mars is next to Earth if you're heading away from the sun. So NASA has sent 5 rovers to the surface of Mars to collect different science specimens, different experiments. And rovers are robotic vehicles that are, like I said, designed to do scientific tests. And as we look at them, you'll notice 2 things that rovers have in common. First is that they are usually, pretty much always, powered by solar panels, right? There's no astronauts on Mars to fill up the gas or change out the batteries, so they need to use solar panels to get their energy from the sun. And then the second thing you'll notice is that they have really big wheels, and usually more than 4 of them, like several sets of big wheels, and that's to help them navigate the uneven and rocky surface of Mars. So let's take a look at the different rovers that have been sent and at the one that's going to be hopefully landing successfully next week. So this was the first rover that NASA sent to Mars, and it is called Sojourner. So the Sojourner rover landed in 1997, which makes it quite a bit older than probably all of the kids and teens watching this video, but younger than me. So the Sojourner landed in 1997 and was the first wheeled robot to explore Mars. And it weighed 23 pounds. And it was about the size of a microwave. So if you imagine sending a microwave into space, and then it uses its solar panel and its 6 wheels to explore the surface of Mars. And it had 2 different scientific instruments that it used to determine what the rocks and the dirt were made out of. So like testing to see which elements were in the dirt and the rocks. So when we say scientific instruments, we can be talking about cameras and microscopes, like that type of thing that you would use to do an experiment. And so these robots do the experiments and send back data. So they will use these instruments to collect samples, like collect pieces of rock, and also to potentially do some testing and figure out the results themselves, because these robots are super smart. So this was the first one, Sojourner. And then the second and third rovers looked just like this. They were twins, and their names were Spirit and Opportunity. So Spirit and Opportunity, you can see, they look quite different than the first one. And they landed on Mars in 2004. And these rovers were responsible for finding evidence of water on Mars. So like evidence that water used to be there. Each of these rovers weighed 374 pounds, and they were about the size of a golf cart. So we've gotten a lot bigger than a microwave. And each of them had 5 scientific instruments to help them do their testing. And each of the wheels that you see, there are 6 wheels, although some of them are shadowed, but they were each about the size of a basketball. So a golf cart with 6 basketball-sized wheels. Okay, the 4th rover is Curiosity. And Curiosity landed on Mars in 2012. And in addition to looking for water on Mars, just like Spirit and Opportunity did, the Curiosity rover was looking for chemicals that we would need if we were going to say something's going to sustain life. So we know what it takes to keep things alive on Earth. And they were making an educated guess, like a scientific hypothesis, that it would take those same components if life was going to be on Mars. So the Curiosity rover was looking for water and then the other types of chemicals that it takes to keep things alive, and not like people. But they were looking for things that would keep like little germs and microbes alive. And the Curiosity rover had 10 science instruments on it, including, in addition, 17 different cameras. And I thought this is really cool. It had a 7-foot-long arm that it could extend, and it could actually take pictures of itself. So we have some awesome Curiosity rover selfies. And it weighed almost 2,000 pounds, and it was about the size of a car. So we've again gotten even heavier and even bigger for the Curiosity rover. And then this is the Perseverance rover, which will be hopefully landing successfully next week if you're watching this the week it's posted. So it'll land on February 18th of 2021. And it has 7 different science instruments, and its goal is to determine whether humans could someday live on Mars. So it's looking for some of those same things that the Curiosity rover was able to find. So Perseverance weighs over 2,000 pounds, 2,260 pounds. So again, the size of a car, but like a bigger car, like an SUV, like a family car. And Perseverance has its own miniature helicopter, which I think is so cool. So Perseverance has a helicopter on it named Ingenuity. And so the scientists at NASA will be able to use a very long distance remote control to control Ingenuity and like fly the helicopter around Mars and get pictures of the surface that way instead of having to slowly drive around this foreign planet. So this is Perseverance and the helicopter Ingenuity, which I think is so cool. I'm really excited, and there will be some live streaming of the command center as they are making this landing next Thursday. So if you see this video in time and you're interested, definitely check that out and keep an eye out for news at the end of the month to see what information we start getting from the Perseverance rover. So we've seen all the rovers so far that have made it to explore Mars and tell us more about the red planet. So your building challenge today is to design the next rover. What's going to come after Perseverance? How big will it be? How heavy will it be? What types of testing will they want to do? What type of instruments will have to be included? Is it going to have people on it? Like, what do you think is the next step for exploring Mars? So you can use whatever you have to complete this building challenge. It could be Legos, it can be blocks, it can be recycled materials. Whatever you have on hand, build me your vision for what comes next in exploring other planets. And then if you want, we would love to see a picture of your creation. You can either email it to us, and you can find my email on our website, merrimacklibrary.org. You can put it on any of our social media and tag us. We'd love to see your ideas. And if you're watching this the week it gets posted, you can still find on Facebook our after school stories for this month, which was a space-themed story time. And don't miss Elementary Explorers next week, where we will be doing a Mars-themed science experiment. So keep an eye out for both of those programs on our Facebook page. And you can also find on our social media and on our website lots of other ways to stay in contact with us. So thank you for joining me. Show me your builds after you've completed them. I'd love to see what you come up with. And happy dreaming. Bye.